terrifying end of the day for me here because I've known Seamus Marwood here. We've known each other for years on the eventing circuit, and Seamus always looks at me like he knows exactly what I'm thinking, and that's because of his previous history as a detective. So, Seamus, you've also just stopped your stint as Australian team selector. How much of that previous detective history do you think you needed to use to become a really good Australian team selector?
Well, first of all, Amanda, there's a couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
That's not the point. I've got this.
Blonde or brunette, Amanda?
Well, you know, dusty, dark, blonde, short hair.
And favourite superpower?
Invisibility right now.
Okay, what was the question again?
How much of your previous detective history would you be using as an Australian team selector to find information?
Look, I don't think there's any need for detective history. It's more of the selector's role. I think the most important thing is integrity, and whatever you think of somebody, it's what they present to you on a performance basis that you're looking at. So I'd say that's the most important thing.
And so now that you're concentrating on riding, you have an absolutely super mare in Wild Oats, and she's in the 3-star this year. Tell me what her aim is for this weekend, and is she a typical mare, or is she a nice person to deal with?
Once you're on her back, she's fantastic. She's really good at competitions now. At home in the stable, saddling up is an absolute nightmare with her. I guess that's the female side. But once we get to competition, she's very good to handle.
Fantastic, okay. And the family, you have Danny, your wife, who's also competing at 3-star, and young Tyler. So are they going to be coming along this weekend to give you a hand, or is it all under control?
I think we'll have the cheer squad here tomorrow, yep.
And I can also give you this question. Would you recommend marrying another person who's a rider, or do you think it's best to steer clear of having that other person that does exactly what you do?
Well, speaking from experience, I have tried both, and definitely the riding partner is the preferred way to go.
Okay, I have to rethink some stuff anyway. Okay, all right. So we have a few questions to throw at you here. So, your riding career highlight?
It's probably going to be in 2 years' time at Normandy.
Yeah. Excellent. That's the superpower of forward thinking that you have.
No, my superpower is to be able to imitate any other superpower. Yeah.
That's cool. Can I borrow that superpower? Oh, okay, righto. Okay, and on that note, low light.
Low light?
Career low light.
I think probably I lost a really good horse about 20 years ago, which was looking like making a team at that point, and he got caught in the fence and got badly injured and had to be put down, and that's probably my low light.
Yeah, it's not fun. Okay. Your finest cooking accomplishment?
I do a very good beer-battered snapper.
Sounds good. Yeah. You're a sucker for?
Lollipops? Is that what we're supposed to be?
Sure, whatever you take that as. Okay. What makes you angry?
Dishonesty.
Okay, cool. If I take a look inside your fridge, what will I find?
No, you'd certainly find beer, cheese, some green stuff down the bottom in the vegetable rotter. Growing a few science experiments maybe, yeah.
So anything that's going to make a heart attack happen. Great, good. Who's made the biggest impact in your life and why?
That's a tough one. Probably overall my mum. I was brought up, she was a sole parent sort of bringing me up, and she was a rider as well. She used to event and show jump, and she gave up riding competitive FEI level dressage only about 5 years ago, and she's now about 75, 76, something like that. So she's been, what she was able to achieve as a single parent, bringing myself and my sister up and giving us the opportunities that we had was pretty outstanding. So, yeah.
Well, that's amazing. What would you not be seen dead wearing?
Probably that mankini that you tried to get me to wear the other day. Yeah.
You didn't try that on?
No, it was just the colour. I didn't mind the shape, it was just the colour, yeah.
Okay, I'll get you another colour. Excellent, good. If you were given $1 million and you had to spend it in an hour, what would you do?
I'd probably like to put the roof on my arena, and the rest be happy to go to RSPCA or something like that, but I'd like a roof on the arena. That'd be nice. Right at the moment with all the rain we're getting, that'd be very nice.
Yep. Absolutely. Is it blonde or a brunette?
I had to say blonde because Danny might see the recording of this later on, so yeah.
Absolutely. And if you could have a 5-minute conversation with Wild Oats, what would you discuss with her?
Wow. she's a difficult horse to get eating, so I'd probably be interested to know what it is she actually likes to eat, because especially around competition time for a big. When she gets very fit, she tends to go for food, and we have a real battle keeping the weight on and keeping all that up to her. So I guess I'd like to know what her preferred diet is.
I can tell you that. Well, women are going out to a competition. I'm not going to go and stuff my face because I've got people to impress. So of course she's going to get out there and think about the slim waistline, Seamus. You need to get with your female side.
I might just leave that alone. Yeah.
Well, then maybe the mankini will help.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and best of luck for the weekend. And we will catch you around again.
Now some questions for you, Amanda. If we,
Right. See you later. Let's go. Yeah.